suing the cruise lines for medical malpractice that occurs on board, whether that be in the form of a misdiagnosis or failure to treat, or both in conjunction with a failure to medevac that person off the vessel. And we see this a lot in sort of what I would call like cases of real life threatening emergencies, like somebody has a GI bleed, or has some sort of is getting sort of septic, or they have a cardiac event, or a stroke. So those are all medical emergencies that are time sensitive and require a higher level of care and skill that can be provided for on the vessel. So in those instances, I've seen it way too many times where they just stabilize the patient, quote, monitor the blood pressure, give fluids, but meanwhile there's nothing done to evacuate the stroke, or to break up the clot, or God forbid somebody's having a hemorrhagic stroke, which I've seen as well, to stop the bleed, cauterize it. You see all sorts of things like that, and there's just no call to action by the staff. It's almost like you're getting palliative care on board, and then as soon as they get to a port, they get you off the boat at that point, and you're somebody else's problem. But really what should happen is they should help effectuate the evacuation, before another 8 hours to this port or another 14 hours to that port. Because in a lot of cases, time is brain, and if you don't break up the clot in time, you're going to end up with permanent brain injury. And so, people need to know that when they're going aboard a cruise, while it may have a medical facility, John, it is not the same community medical facility that they're familiar with in their local hospital.